Oi, pessoal, boa noite. Vocês me ouvem? Consegue confirmar, por favor? Fazendo um teste. Obrigado, Dina. Maravilha, obrigado, Caio. Bom, pessoal, boa noite. Começa agora a nossa última palestra desse nosso evento, que é o Workshop de Profissões do Futuro. Eu vou me apresentar para quem não estava na palestra anterior. Eu sou o Guilherme, eu faço parte do Departamento de Educação Superior da Experimento. Para quem já assistiu as palestras anteriores já sabe mais ou menos como funciona, mas eu vou passar alguns recadinhos aqui também. Esse workshop é um evento exclusivo da Experimento em parceria com a Into, e a gente espera que vocês embarquem aí com você para conhecer todo o que esses profissionais têm para oferecer para a gente. Verifique o áudio do seu dispositivo, vê se a sua internet está funcionando certinho e lembra de utilizar o chat, porque a gente vai ficar disponível aqui para responder suas perguntas no final. Ao final do evento também a gente vai disponibilizar um QR Code para você se conectar com a nossa loja mais próxima. E antes de eu passar a bola para o Ryan, que já está aqui com a gente, da St. Louis University, eu quero convidar o Ryan Bergaprígio, que é o representante da Into, para se apresentar um pouquinho para vocês também. Um bom evento.
Oi, pessoal, meu nome é Rainberg, ou Rai, eu sou representante da Into aqui no Brasil. A Into é um grupo de 9 universidades nos Estados Unidos e mais 8 universidades no Reino Unido. A gente já ajudou, aí ao longo dos nossos 15 anos de história, mais de 5 mil estudantes de 150 países diferentes a realizarem o seu sonho de estudar uma graduação ou um mestrado em uma das nossas universidades e facilitou esse caminho e deu todo o suporte para esses alunos. Então, esse é o trabalho que a gente faz, e hoje nós estamos aqui com a St. Louis University, uma das universidades que nós temos no portfólio mais antigas dos Estados Unidos. Para vocês terem ideia, quando a família real portuguesa estava chegando ao Brasil em 1808, 10 anos depois, surgiu a St. Louis University. Então, essa é a experiência que a gente tem nessa universidade. Eu vou chamar aqui o meu colega Ryan para falar um pouquinho sobre negócios internacionais. Ryan, you're up.
Thank you, Gui. Thank you, Ray. Boa noite a todos. Let me share my screen and we will get started. All right. So as Guy, if you can just give me the heads up that you can see the screen.
Yes, we can, Ryan.
All right, great. Thank you. As Guy and Ray had mentioned, my name is Ryan, and I serve in the marketing and recruitment area at St. Louis University. I'm very excited to be talking about the future of business, international business. This is really one of our key focus areas at the institution that we're very well known for, both in the United States and around the world. So this evening, I want to give you some really in-depth information about the area of international business, the career outcomes, how much you can expect to be looking at, as a starting salary, the steps to finding this degree, and then why are we so well regarded for this individual program? And then a little bit at the end kind of about our institution, St. Louis University in general. So we'll go ahead and get started. And I think on the topic of international business, to really briefly introduce myself, I think like Ray and probably Guy as well, I was actually an international student, having done my undergraduate work in Latin America, in Mexico and Argentina. So like all of you, I was an international student, so very intimately aware of what you're thinking about. So enough about me, let's talk about international business. It's a very big field. There are a lot of different areas that you can go into within international business. High level, it's a growing field as the world is more and more globalized. When we think about supply chain, logistics, the movement of goods and materials around the world, just that one individual area, as COVID has been such a big issue. We've seen a lot about, people working remotely, people moving around the world, goods moving around the world, money moving around the world. It's all related to international business. It's extremely needed right now for people coming out of undergraduate and graduate degree programs to be internationally focused. And so programs specifically in international business is so critical. It's so critical to just the way the world works. And lastly, it's a really great field because of the wages. people who have global experience, people who have international experience, and then coupled with bilingual capabilities. So if you speak Portuguese and come to the US and improve or refine your English, you are so highly sought after globally, because you'll have 2 or maybe even 3 language abilities coupled with your academic experience. So I always tell students, what can you do with international business? Right here. This is a really great pathway when you look at where you can start and where you can be. International business sounds very general, but students who are coming out of programs like these are going into a multitude of areas, whether it's in international human resources, marketing, export, sales. You really learn the fundamentals in a program like this to really be able to go into these different career paths. So maybe you're a person who really likes the idea of sales. Look, you can be a sales assistant that moves into an account executive, to a regional sales manager, all the way up to kind of global business development. A lot of different opportunities. So when you really think about the big field and start kind of coming down into the smaller areas, a program in international business is going to give you the foundation to really be able to kind of go in these different paths. And again, these are just sample areas, but it's to give you an idea of the wide range of opportunities. Now, one thing that's really cool about international business and business careers in general, they're among the most highly paid careers as a mid-level and higher level professional. So you can see here, 6 of the top 15 career fields in the US right now of kind of, highest starting wages and career opportunity growths are within business. So when you think about anything from accounting, finance, management, marketing, it really shows the strength of a degree in business. And then when you couple that with it being internationally focused, you really have excellent opportunities. I did a nice chart here looking at exchange rates, so it would be even more intelligible to you all to really think about in these kind of average salary ranges in reais, to really show you and illuminate these different areas within international business and kind of, from a U.S. perspective, what you would be expecting to be making between, maybe 5 years after graduation up to 10 years. You can see here that these are some really extremely well-paid degree fields, and international business is really a great starting point to launching into these different areas. I think, many people would love to be making 100,000 plus when you look at marketing, when you look at, anything in financial management, both in the US and globally. These are very, very well-paid career fields. So specifically, when we think about our institution, St. Louis University, we are an elite business school, and international business is one of our highest ranked programs within the United States. At the undergraduate level, our program is ranked number 15. So think about the United States has more than 4,000 universities, and we are number 15 out of 4,000 for international business. And at the graduate level, we are in the top 10. So we have among the most elite programs within international business. This combined with the fact that we actually have 2 campuses, one here in St. Louis in the United States, as well as our European campus in Madrid, Spain. So for undergraduate international business students, you have the opportunity to have kind of a European as well as an American degree experience. Within our business school, we are highly specialized in the areas of accounting, economics, supply chain management, and finance. All of those areas you can do a focus on within international business. So you will be taking courses in financial economics, macro global economics, which is really great. We are AACSB certified, so that's the highest level accreditation for a business school within the United States, so globally recognized. You can see here we do also have a variety of graduate programs. Oftentimes, some of our international business undergrad students will continue on into our MBA program or into our supply chain management or even our graduate program in international business. While that's not an option for students to consider. Now, to really give you an idea how elite our business school is, you can see our rankings for all our business programs, including international business, and our competitor set. St. Louis University School of Business is among the highest ranked in the United States in these key disciplines, including international business. So the fact that we do offer flexible entry requirements both at the undergraduate and graduate level, coupled with the high rankings, you're really getting great access as well as kind of premier programs. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. So what will you be studying in international business? There's some really key areas that you're looking at, everything from obviously your business structured courses to globally focused courses, things that are looking at macro international trends, politics, economics, cultural, and legal systems, but also, and more importantly, developing these key skills you see here: communication, leadership, adaptive thinking, emotional intelligence, and analytical skills. When you go out into the workplace, you're going to be expected to have and kind of be a generalist when you're coming from a business background. So be able to kind of look at data, work with people, manage people. And our program is really going to give you those fundamentals. Specifically to kind of international, specifically focused courses, you can see here a sample of the required courses in our undergraduate program. You will have a solid foundation of economics, finance, the people skills, and then a very pinpoint kind of focused global experience. So you can see here international business strategies, the global immersion in international business. These courses are really going to set you apart from other counterparts because you will have the business foundation and the global focus. So really looking at kind of very large macro trends and then more focused on individual areas geographically. Now, another thing that is really unique about St. Louis University, we are a private Catholic institution. You don't need to be Catholic to come to SLU, but what we are very, very famous for as an institution is community service. And we are actually ranked #2 in the United States for this. Within the business school, we do have an international business service and leadership program that is something very unique to St. Louis University. It combines 200 hours of community service with 12 leadership workshops and 15 credit hours, so it can be built into the program. But this is kind of an extra thing that you can do to set yourself apart from other students studying in business or international business. You can really develop your leadership skills and have a proof point to put on your resume and say, you have done a leadership program at St. Louis University. I encourage you to scan the QR code and watch a little bit more of a video later about that program. Second, our program does include a global experience, so you can do an immersion trip, kind of like a short-term study abroad or a longer-term study abroad. In 2019, our international business undergrad students took a trip to Hungary, and they had some really exceptional experiences visiting large multinational companies, some that are from the US that have headquarters for Europe in Hungary, really seeing global supply chains, working through kind of cultural experiences as well. Some really exciting opportunities to get off of our campus and into the field globally. Lastly, and I think this is probably the most important, are the career outcomes. Being highly ranked is partly because of the return on investment. It is the success of our students. 96% of our international business students are employed or in the graduate school that they want to go to within 6 months of graduation. So we have a very high placement rate for our IB students. You can see here the most recent list of employers, and it's a sample of those that have come to our campus to recruit our students, where our alumni are working. Very large companies, global companies like Ernst & Young, Boeing, KPMG, Anheuser-Busch, that makes Budweiser beer, which is North American headquartered here, MasterCard. So being an elite business school, we do have agreements with companies that come to recruit our students. This is one of the best things about coming to SLU for international business. But also our location. You want to think about where you're going to study. companies headquartered right here. Professionals coming to our campus as guest speakers to give presentations or even to teach courses that you'll be in. I did a quick poll a few days ago of international business jobs and internships here in St. Louis. You can see this is just a very quick sampling. Wells Fargo, SAP, McKinsey, Square, all looking for people that have international business backgrounds. And you can see the variety of different opportunities. Again, this was just a quick sampling I did about a week ago. So lots of great opportunities both for internships and post-graduation work. Two last things I like to highlight that really set us apart. Number one, Boeing actually sponsors our Institute of International Business. So we have very deep corporate connections. The Institute really works on two things: professional events, so speaker series, as well as industry research. So we do a lot of research in international business across a lot of different disciplines. So whether it's supply chain or it's marketing. Anything that's globally focused, we are doing research on. So that's number one. And number two, we do have an international kind of speaker series conference that's sponsored by Bayer. We didn't have one last year because of COVID, but the last one we had, 2019, you can see the sampling of speakers from very large global companies that were at our campus speaking to our students. So you will be able to interact with these type of individuals at the highest level within global and international business. A couple success stories. So one of our students, actually from São Paulo, Marcos, he actually started in our International Year One program and is continuing on. He really found the support to be what made things so successful for him at SLU. So the support academically, the support that he had from his faculty, the staff. He actually even studied abroad at our campus in Madrid for a semester. And one of our other international students who is doing the MBA program in international business, he's from Thailand. Again, he chose to come to SLU because of the high rankings, because that's really recognized when he goes out to find a job. So he's actually doing an internship right now. So kind of switching gears a little bit more broadly to kind of round things out here are the destination. Where are you coming to study? As I mentioned earlier, we do have two campuses, one in the United States and the other one in Madrid, Spain. Quickly, a couple things about both locations. St. Louis is a city of about 3 million people. When students are thinking about location, you need to think about size, access to jobs, but also cost of living. And I think St. Louis has a really good blend of all those. Larger city, lower cost of living, lots of access to things to do, so you'll have a really good experience, but also being able to seek out internships and job opportunities. Lots of fun things to do here, lots of shopping malls. I know our Brazilian students love outlet malls. We have 3 of them here in the area, very close to Chicago, outdoor activities. Again, return on investment. I can't stress enough the excellence in our location for finding jobs. We were recently ranked the #1 best city in the United States to launch a career. This was by LinkedIn, so they know a few things about people finding jobs. Also, I mentioned we have 14 of the Fortune companies headquartered right here in St. Louis, and also large multinational companies that operate out of our location. We are an urban campus, so we're very well located. We do have a subway line here, so it's quite easy to get around. As well, you will have access to all of our 27 other partner Jesuit institutions. And this is really beneficial because they are located in other large cities, which means you will have access not only to our career service centers, but you will also have access to our entire network of other universities' career centers as well. So again, return on investment, access, connections, networking. Lastly, I mentioned we do have a campus in Madrid. You can study all 4 years there or do a study abroad experience. Everything's taught in English, but it's helpful to learn Spanish if you speak Portuguese. Obviously, it's very similar, so it's a quick uptake. But all classes are taught in English. It's a U.S. degree. Tuition is a little bit lower there than our main campus, so sometimes that's an opportunity to really balance the cost that we're looking at. And lastly, just a quick note on scholarships, and then we'll get to the Q&A. We do have excellent scholarship opportunities for Brazilian students at the undergraduate level coming from Experimento, you will automatically, upon admission, be minimum awarded a $15,000 scholarship per year. If you happen to have an SAT or ACT or a qualifying GPA higher than 3.8, you can actually earn up to $25,000 per year, which is about half of tuition. And then on top of that, we do also have a Catholic and Jesuit high school scholarship. If you have graduated from a Catholic or Jesuit high school and coming to our undergrad program, we can also award an additional $5,000 to $4,000 per year. So some really great opportunities to help make a SLU education affordable. And a little bit about SLU. We actually are the oldest university west of the Mississippi River. We were founded in 1818. We are a private institution. We are ranked in the top 5% of all American universities, medium-sized, very small class sizes, so lots of personal attention, lots of support, highly ranked and highly regarded. So really excellent institution for your academics, for return on investment, finding a job, but also having a very fulfilling kind of cultural experience. You know, we're not in Miami, so you're going to be speaking English here, which is, I think, a really cool opportunity. This is the heart of the country, very laid back, very relaxed. I'm going to skip that one. And then the very last slide, I just want to talk quickly. I know everybody's thinking about COVID. St. Louis University has a School of Medicine. We have the #2 health law program in America and one of the top public health programs. Because of that, we have had a very excellent and safe campus environment throughout COVID. We are currently vaccinating, or I should say, all faculty, staff, and students are eligible for a free vaccine on our campus because we do serve as a vaccination site. So we're very, I would say, ahead of a lot of other institutions because of our own capabilities on campus, which is really great. So with that, I will turn it over to my colleagues at Experimento. I think we're going to do a Q&A. I do have a virtual tour if you all want to note this website down to see our campus virtually, uvisit.com/SLU. And with that, Guy and Ray, I guess I'll hand it over to you guys.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ryan, for the presentation. Pessoal, a gente acabou de soltar aqui uma pesquisa sobre o nosso evento. Se vocês puderem votar enquanto a gente vai para as perguntas. Ryan, I'm going to help you with the questions.
Okay.
Do you guys have any questions? Oh, we have one question here, Ryan, from Carolina. She's asking if she's going to receive a double degree if she studies on the Spain campus.
Yeah. Okay. Good question. So if you finish from the campus in Madrid, or if you finish in the campus here in St. Louis, you receive the exact same degree. It's a degree from St. Louis University. It is not a Spanish degree. It's an American degree. If you study abroad there and then come back here, it's all the same. Our degree is recognized in Spain, but it is not a Spanish degree.
Pessoal, pensem no campus de Madrid como um campus satélite. Ele tem matérias que podem ser feitas integralmente lá, mas são, não matérias, desculpa, algumas graduações que podem ser feitas integralmente no campus de Madrid, mas elas são bem reduzidas, né? E aí, a maioria dos programas de graduação você vai ter na unidade de St. Louis. Ela é mais pensada como uma unidade para você fazer um tempinho, depois voltar para St. Louis, mas mesmo em Madrid é tudo em inglês, é tudo feito degree, a mesma universidade, só que em Madrid, né? Então você tem essa oportunidade de experienciar os dois, né? Então, para International Business a gente queria trazer uma outra perspectiva, porque muita gente conhece business só, né? O que seria equivalente à nossa administração, mas o International Business, como vocês viram aí, traz uma perspectiva mais global também para esse tipo de programa. Não é tanto a intenção da gente falar disso aqui, mas só um heads up aí, aproveitando a deixa do Ryan. A St. Louis University, por ser uma universidade privada e ter uma medical school, é uma excelente universidade também para quem quer fazer uma carreira em medicina lá nos Estados Unidos, né? We have two other questions. Caio is asking, what is the pros and cons of international business regarding the business course? I believe he means like
maybe the difference.
In the difference to the.
So at St. Louis University, at St. Louis University, we do not have a general business degree. All of our business degrees are specialized. So you either do accounting, you do finance, you do international business. So it's just, think of it more as a specialty within a business, because we don't have just a generic business degree.
Perfect.
Eu acredito que é isso, né? O business ele é mais genérico, como ele disse. O international business ele já é mais focado e você pode fazer aí programas mais voltados. Então, por exemplo, você pode fazer finanças, você pode fazer economia, você pode fazer marketing. Então, mais voltado para uma área específica de negócios. Jun is also asking, does the university accept IB, International Diploma Credit for applicants?
We do. So we can accept the IB HL level courses for advanced placement. We have a chart. So when you apply, we will actually look at your IB diploma and we can give you advanced placement depending on how you scored in individual subjects at the HL level.
Perfect.
Mais alguma dúvida, pessoal?
Não mais perguntas?
Mais perguntas?
Correct.
Your Portuguese is great, Ryan.
It's my portunhol.
Beatriz is asking, does the university accept Cambridge exam? I can get that. Não, os exames Cambridge, eles não são válidos para nenhuma universidade. Eles são apenas exames aí para você ter, enfim, para você e tal. Mas para a universidade, para placement oficial em universidade, os testes aceitos são os testes de proficiência IELTS, TOEFL e, no nosso caso, também um teste que a INTO oferece gratuitamente para os nossos alunos, que é o Duolingo, né? É isso. Pessoal, aí, coach.
Claro. Pessoal, se não tiver mais nenhuma pergunta.
We have the final question. What is the cost of the course? Did you touch, you touched cost as well? But yeah, do you want to get that?
Yeah, so our tuition is about $48,000 per year. And we have scholarships that go up to $25,000, so over half. Brazilian students that are applying through Experimento, and when you're admitted, you will automatically receive $15,000. So because we're a private school, we have a lot more opportunities to scholarship because we're not public, which is really great. So excellent scholarship opportunities. And then again, Madrid, the campus, if you study abroad there or even do all 4 years there, the tuition is about half the cost, and they also have scholarships as well. So lots of scholarships. Bolsas, I guess.
Perfeito. Também é legal dizer que a St. Louis ela oferece bolsas pelos 4 anos, tá? Isso também é um pouco raro. A maioria das universidades vai oferecer a bolsa pelo primeiro ano. A St. Louis ela já oferece bolsa também para os 4 anos.
Beleza, obrigado, Ryan. Well, I believe we have no more questions, so thank you so much, Ryan, for being here with us tonight.
Obrigado. Thank you, guys. And thank you, everyone. We hope to see you at SLU soon. Get your applications in so we can welcome you in fall.
Muito obrigado para todos que chegaram até aqui com a gente, né? Muito obrigado aí pela atenção do evento. Nós da Into agradecemos muito a Experimento também por organizar esse evento aí pra gente. Muito obrigado, pessoal.
Exatamente, Rai, eu que te agradeço. Muito obrigado aí pelo suporte durante esses 4 dias. Só para lembrar, pessoal, a gente teve aí o prazer de ter 8 universidades dos Estados Unidos com a gente. A gente vai disponibilizar o vídeo das gravações no nosso canal do YouTube, se você por acaso perdeu alguma. Então a gente falou de várias profissões legais, que acho que valem muito a pena vocês verem. Não percam tempo, já entrem em contato com alguma das nossas lojas mais próximas, através desse QR Code. O quanto antes vocês começarem a se preparar para fazer sua graduação no exterior, melhor. E os nossos consultores vão estar mais do que preparados aí para receber vocês e ajudar vocês com todo esse processo. Muito obrigado para quem ficou com a gente aqui até agora. Obrigado de novo, Rai.
Obrigado.
Uma boa noite, pessoal.
Thank you, Ryan. Bye bye.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yes. Ciao.